What is going on, everybody? Hello and happy Monday. Welcome to a new week. Well, I guess yesterday was technically a new week, but a new Monday work week, I suppose we'll call it, for everybody. And man, I gotta say, the last 7 days have been a little crazy in a good way, right? I mean, you go back 7 days to last Tuesday, the election. And I mean, Bitcoin has been like literally setting new all-time highs for the last week. And, I don't know, man. We got a little, it felt like October was a little passive. Like it wasn't happening. And then we got to Moonvember, and as soon as the election was done, it's just been on a tear. Like everything that I'm reading, stuff from around the world, all this Bitcoin adoption that's going on, it is wild. It is absolutely wild. And part of me is, I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous. I'm a little nervous in the sense because it feels like overhyped right now, but at the same time, it's just starting. Like Bitcoin's 85, I think it actually hit 85,000 for a second. $85,000 for Bitcoin. And it feels like people are just starting to wake up. It's just starting to get retail back into the mix. I saw, and maybe we can even look into this, but you can see like Google Trends, right? And all of a sudden it's starting to spike up, but we haven't gotten anywhere near the point where we were in 2021. So again, where does this party start? Where does it end? I have no idea. As I was saying in yesterday's live stream, there's a part of me that's feeling this could come, how do I phrase this? I think the top and euphoria might actually come faster than we were expecting. In a way, I'm almost worried that this is going to be done. It's going to be done by like April of next year. And the only reason I mention that is because I think inflation is still going to be a big hot topic. And I think, well, depending on what happens with the Fed, but if the Fed decides to, fight inflation early, unlike last time in 2021, if they start to see inflation rising and they get hawkish, they get aggressive with it, that could put a damper on this run before I think people realize it. So part of me is looking at this and saying, well, hey, maybe, the run feels like it's happening now, right? Like we're in it. We're in it, and it's not even 2025. Maybe we go with like a double top in 2025, and maybe we have something, going all the way until October, November of next year. But at this point, I am thinking things get crazy in the first half of the year, in like literally the first 4 months of the year, because they're already crazy now, right? And nothing stops this train at this point, right? Like at this point, barring anything crazy happening here in the US, Trump's going to take office in January. There's new Congress going into session in January. And there's a lot of momentum. And I think people are going to ride this wave. And the only thing that I can see really killing it is going to be inflation rearing its ugly head as soon as we get the year over years in February, March, April of next year. How that all plays out, I have no idea. Obviously, I want this roller coaster to go up and to the right only. But it is definitely an interesting time. It's definitely an interesting time. It's definitely an exciting time. And I hope people are feeling that. I know, people are feeling one way or another about the election, whatever it is. I say this, right? Like, you voted, you tried to control what you could control. Keep that energy, right? Keep that energy. Whether you like the outcome or not, there is, in my opinion, a tremendous opportunity ahead that could change the course of your life and the life of your family. And this is the time to buckle down, deal with reality, and just try to, do the best you can for yourself. So that's not to say be selfish, but you gotta look out for number one first, right? You cannot take care of the rest of the world unless you can take care of yourself. So I don't know. I just look at this as something with tremendous opportunity, and it's just wild. It is wild. So let me jump into the chat here. We got Matthew Young. Let's go. Play-Doh Zeros in the house. Catching a live today. Let's go. Good to have you here, brother. Hope all is well. Matthew Young says, what a time to be alive. The big thing is nation states. There's big entities trying to front run the US government with the potential news of a Bitcoin reserve. So I'm hearing a lot of that now. Again, it's all rumors, but somebody's buying, right? Somebody's buying outside of Michael Saylor. MicroStrategy just bought another 27,000 Bitcoin or something like that, which is nuts in and of itself. But this move, because Saylor's been buying throughout the entire bear market, this move feels like something else, right? This move feels like retail is starting to, sniff it out, that there's, larger players that are operating behind the scenes. So yeah. JB says, if the threat of global war calms down, things will really erupt. Well, I would say that we're already on a positive trajectory downwards in terms of global war calming down. I think, if we have to wait until January for, things to become official, then there's a little bit of time before then, which is interesting. But I'd say that we're already on the path to that, hopefully. Matthew Young says, hey, Papa Bear, it's time to hibernate. It's Papa Bull time. Bull Daddy is what BB Omega called it. I like it. Gavin Magic says, hello, go Lions. Go Lions. You know what? I'll be honest. I did not watch much football yesterday. I watched the first half of that Bears game and it was awful. And the Bears have just become super, super disappointing. I didn't even finish it. Hold on. What was the final score? I think I saw something in the fourth quarter. Let's see. Chicago Bears. Oh, whoops. Chicago Bears versus... Oh my God, 19-3. How awful. Okay, so yeah, I didn't watch that. I saw some clips of, I think the Lions won, right? The Lions last minute field goal. I saw the Kansas City Chiefs blocked a field goal to win the game and stay undefeated. But after halftime, I literally went out. I met up some people to play sand volleyball because the weather right now where I'm at is finally not oppressively hot. It's beautiful. The weather's been actually fantastic. So wanted to go outside, get some sun. I did not follow up on any other football because my fantasy team was not doing well either. Everybody just shat the bed last night. Let's see where I'm at. I still have somebody tonight, but I'm thinking, oof, yeah, no, it's not looking good. I'm gonna lose. I have Kyron Williams tonight. Oh, and then yeah, Nico Collins got ruled out, which I guess wouldn't have mattered. Oh, actually, it might have mattered with Houston, but my opponent just completely destroyed me. Kyler Murray on the other side. Ugh, yuck. Yeah, well, that's that. So that might be the end of my fantasy season. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have a couple more weeks to try to figure it out. But I was really hoping to go on a nice run here. But congrats to the Lions and anybody else who won. Oh my God, how do the Lions win with 5 interceptions? That's wild. Dragons in the house. What's going on? Buckle up, everybody. Let's go. Hold on to your butts. Blockchain projects around 25 cents US will be the high for SPS this cycle. Okay, that's what you think? I mean, that's a decent amount. People will be minting money at that price. Again, I hope that you're not wrong. But that's quite high. So we'll see how it goes. Gathering says, my Chargers are doing well, but I have to say go Lions since I live in Michigan. Fair enough. Now the big question is, where does SPS fit in with all of this? Yes. Okay, so let's take it back. Let's see where we're at. I'm going to refresh here. We're at 84.7 with Bitcoin. Oh, actually, let's see. Yeah, 84.7 with Bitcoin, 3,300 for ETH. Looks like some of the other chains have cooled down a little bit, at least on the 24-hour. SPS is still struggling to get back to a penny. It was at 9.6 last night. I was when I recorded that video. So yeah, I mean we're continuing to burn DEC, which is great. We're continuing to lock up DEC, which is great. I mean, all good stuff is happening, but I really hope the team is able to take advantage of a lot of the hype that's happening now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's just, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case if everything's launched for next year or waiting until next year to launch. I wonder what they're going to talk about at their town hall. Was it next week or is it? Yeah, next week. have to wait and see. Captain says SPS to 2 cents by April. I can see that. I think that's a possibility. If I may be so bullish as to say, if Rebellion and Land 1.5 pushed SPS to like 4 cents, I know there's more SPS out there now, and I know there's still a lot of DEC overhang, but the way that Conclave Arcana is designed, and after the aftermath of all of these promo cards, I think we'll get through a lot of DEC before then. And I wouldn't be surprised if we hit, close to where that Rebellion range was. Again, I'm saying April, assuming multiple things happen. Land 1.75, hardcore mode, the team actually turns on marketing, and then of course the Conclave Arcana presale, which I believe is going to happen in March, right? So I think it can actually get a little bit higher, but I will agree with you that I think it can get to 2 cents by April. Blockchain Price says 2 cents by November or by December. Let's go. Yo, New Age is in the house. Long time no see. How you doing, brother? Exciting times in the crypto world, huh? JB says unstaking SPS is still considered staked, right? I seem to recall Bulldog continuously cycling staking SPS. Yes, it counts for that. What it doesn't count for is the airdrops for moon carts or Arcade Colony. So if you're unstaking, it will not count that. But I mean, how valuable is Colony anyway? I don't think anything's going on with that. And as somebody mentioned yesterday, I went through the office hours for GLX. I mean, it was like a short 5-minute update, but I mean, it sounds like GLG is probably gone at this point. I wonder what that means for moon carts, and I wonder what that means for GLS as a platform. The game, I think, unfortunately, is going to be done if they lose their license, but we'll see. All right, KGM, what's happening? Thanks for being here. Deuce Crypto's in the house too. Let's go doing the dishes. All right. Matthew Young says, I think SPS is only at 2 cents by April. I think we're missing this bull run. Oh, if SPS is only at 2 cents. Yeah, I would say I think it's going to be higher than that. But again, none of this financial advice. What is hardcore mode anyways? Burning cards to play, Auntie? No idea. We'll have to wait and see. But, Matt was heavily teasing it. Or maybe heavily is not the right word. I mean, he was teasing it as something that they're doing. He just wasn't giving any details. So, it seems like a way that you'll be able to use old cards as well as extra cards, extra copies of cards. So I wonder if that's going to be their game plan for the overhang of Chaos Legion. That would be my guess, right? Because we never got a burn event. And the truth is that, like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be objective here for a second. If we had the option between burning a card or burning extra copies of a card for new cards or a burn event or some kind of giveaway or whatever, if we had that versus a new game mode, which could actually be kind of fun and allow you to play with extra copies of your cards, I would think that the majority of people here would prefer the latter, right? I mean, sure, we want to burn cards and we want there to be scarcity, but I think we would rather get utility. We'd rather get some enjoyment out of it. And if there's like a new game mode that comes in, why not have that be the focus rather than like just kind of arbitrarily burning cards because there's too many for the current player base? Why not just add value and utility cards by adding game modes, and hardcore mode seeming to be one of the first ones here. Gathering says, make the auction series cards that require you to burn SPS to get it. Whoa, that would be crazy. Can you imagine if we did an auction promo card but with SPS going to the DAO and immediately burned for DEC? Actually, well, no, if it's gonna go to the DAO, we should just have it stay in the DAO for future. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting. SPS really needs something to hype it by the end of the year. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna be. That's the problem. I think the team is punting until next year with all the major releases. So that would really throw a damper into the situation. If we can get something, I mean, I don't know. I'm still kind of holding out hope that hardcore mode might make it an appearance. Again, I don't know what that's going to look like, but hardcore mode back in September, they said, or sorry, glamour back in September was something that Nate wanted to get out in a couple of months, right? I'm quoting or paraphrasing that, a couple of months, which is why I thought, again, it was going to be towards the end of the year. But keep in mind, team doesn't give deadlines. So a couple of months can be just something, a turn of phrase. But if that was the mindset, if that was the terminology used, and it's like, oh, okay, a couple months, we get it out, November, December, it's out before the end of the year. Then with, was it the Stever interview or something else? Like Matt's talking about how they're going to do, what's that called? They're pushing glamour to next year and they're prioritizing hardcore mode. So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and believing that it's 4. That may or may not actually be the case. It could be that glamour comes out in like March, right? And hardcore mode comes out in February. But I do agree with Matthew that something needs to happen. So I would really like for some kind of catalyst to happen. Now, the thing is, if you're the team, how are you looking at this? Do you think that something needs to happen? Probably not, because you already have your work cut out for you, right? There's the auction promo, and maybe that's running on autopilot at this point. But there's the Hall of Legends, which you're going to have to swap over in December and then swap over again in January. Land, again, until we get Cryptomancer on, I don't really know what the progress of that is. I mean, he gave a quick October update and then like a November roadmap, but there's no way that that's coming out this year, obviously. My hope is that it's going to be January, so it's early in Q1, but I don't know. Plato says, I just hope new people start looking at Splinterlands again. I think we'll get a wealth of new people if the rewards are good. But the rewards need to be good, which means SPS needs to go up. So we got a chicken and the egg problem. Matthew says, I don't care if it's glamour or what, but it's going to kill me to be holding SPS seeing things like Doge do 100% in a week. Yeah, well, this market's going to get crazy. And I think you're going to see a lot of other things pop off very, very quickly and very dramatically. So be prepared for that, right? Because, SPS is going to slightly follow, but we don't have the catalysts in place until next year, if they even end up being catalysts that are strong enough to really move us in that direction. It's nice that we're correlating now, but as of now, the team has not mentioned any catalysts that they're going to get up before the end of the year. So, yeah, I mean, I'm seeing other tokens start to heat up a little bit, but we'll just have to wait and see how the town hall goes. So yeah, Matthew says, I do too, Plato, and the number one thing that gets people is number go up. Indeed, that is what we need. Okay, let's take a look here. I think Azarcon tried to stake his claim, right, on the auction promo. Staked it pretty early. Yeah, 1350. Now I believe is this the 1350? Let's view past winners. Is this the highest? This might be. Yeah, 1350. Just slightly higher than Housewife. Interesting. Okay, so this is really pushing up my estimates, which is fantastic, right? Obviously, anything above 500,000 per card is going to push up that 50 million average that I was thinking. How has Heloise been though? Can we go stock some people? I want to see how Vet is doing, for example. Okay, Vet, where are you? Oh, whoops, I'm in Wild. Let's go to Modern. Yeah, I'm not even playing the game anymore. All right, so Housewife, Vet. Oh, look at Lorcus still holding on to the top spot. Let's go. Okay. So let's view battles. I want to see if there's any good Heloise stuff in here. trying to remember what she looks like. There she is. All right, Heloisa Holo. Oh, a loss. Whoa, check this out. A loss to the panda. All right, we got to watch this. People are asking, what's the counter to Eloise or Heloise? Okay. Oh, I think it's this dude with Protect. Everybody gets armor. Man, if it's that easy to counter her. They're going to need some kind of rust situation. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest. It kind of makes me happy to see Lily Panda still getting wins here. Oh, this looks like it's going to be a beatdown. Okay, maybe not. Wait, let's see if it gets a little bit closer. They just lost their repair. But how many people have Weary now? Yep, there it is. Okay. So I see 1, 2, 3. We'll get the 4th out of 5 Wearies. See, those exhaustedness are starting to... Okay, that's it. Everybody's got Weary. People being exhausted is going to start to have an effect. And they're going to rip through that person. This should be the last one. Yep. Bro, that's wild. That's domination right there. Serious domination. Okay, well, good to know. It's not broken. Let's see if there's a win for Heloise now that we can find. Let me jump back in. All right, so Matthew's just still raging at the game. Indeed, I am. I'm done playing for a bit. I mean, you know, I just put in my brawls this morning, so obviously I'm still playing, but there was a really long stretch of like, I was just playing every battle, all my energy every day. And it was fun, but I think the competition went up and I just got burnt out. So maybe I'll come back later. Red X, thanks for being here. $70. Is that $70 away from 85,000? Let's go. So JB, she has as many lives as there are team members. So every time she dies, she can come back if a team member doesn't have this new ability called Weary, where there's like a percentage chance that they don't do anything on their turn. So every time she comes back, she gives somebody on the team randomly Weary, and then she bumps up to like half of what her health is. So yeah, however many people you have on the team. Matt says, I think you do a lot better with some Rebellion cards in your arsenal. I absolutely would be doing better with Rebellion cards in my arsenal. I can't wait to play with them. Just not yet. I just want to see if this purchase is going to work out for him. Okay, here's a win with Tofu. Oh, beating another dragon summoner from Chaos. Oh, here's another loss. Whoa, okay, hold on. I'm more interested in the losses, guys. Can we check this one out? Look at this. Loss to Yasik. I hope there's no like buyer's regret. Oh, you got Delhi on the other side. So that's kind of cool. Interesting. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty big miss. Oof. That hurts. How the hell did they win? Okay. Whoa, big miss there. Got a backfire. Oh my gosh. They just killed everybody before Heloise. Isn't that interesting? At least that's my guess. Because now she can't come back. Check that out. Oh my gosh. See, that spite would have made things interesting. I think, well, she would have gotten the win then. But look at that backfire. All right, so a little lucky with Yasik, but Yasik is literally the definition of luck, right? It's all RNG with Scattershot. Oh, let's play a match. Why not? This is my bot trying to tell me it's time to play it. I'm guessing it already put in a thing, but let's see if I can beat it. Oh, let's throw that. Let's throw that. Let's throw that. And 7, 6. Let's try that. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, damn it. It already put together a team. Well, let's see if we won then. My team has been a fantastic, mediocre 50-50. My bot has been a fantastic, mediocre 50-50. And I kind of expect that to continue. Damn. Oh. Oh, clutch. Okay. That's kind of nice. Let's get a poison, can we? There we go. This is going to be tough to get through Bakjira. But this will be our turn. This will be our chance. We need the oppress. Oh, actually, we don't even need it. Let's freaking go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. A miss. That was kind of clutch. All right. Well played, team. Well played. 3.8 SPS. Oh, that's kind of sad. Deuce says she came out of her office right when you called me out for doing dishes while I was actually doing the dishes. A++ host. Definitely recommend back to dishes. What are you talking about? She got out of her office right when you called me out for doing dishes. Oh, well, my bad. I didn't mean to. You got the volume up too loud, man. You need some headphones. All right. So wild. Let's see. What's our leaderboard position? 731, and we're just above 50-50. Now, how is not the auction? How are the legends doing? I believe it was like 250 something. So let's see here. 318. Okay, so we're like 70-ish million. 60-ish million. So that's not terrible. Overall, we're above 300 million, but yeah, I was really hoping we'd see significantly higher than that. All right. Somebody said we're only $70 away from 85,000. Let's see. Oh, this one says $93 away, but we'll get there. Oh, SPS is going up. It's always a good sign. But damn, look at vouchers, man. This is just sad. I really hope they can come up with a solid second card. And the good thing is that we're only a couple weeks away from that. Let me see. I'm looking at the calendar here. So December 3rd is a Tuesday. So that's actually perfect. 1, 2, 3. It's a little more than 3 weeks away. So maybe we can expect that in the upcoming town hall. We'll find out what the next voucher promo card. I hope that they have one planned. Somebody better remind them. Yeah, voucher promo card, 3 weeks. 3 weeks and a day. What else do we have between now and the end of the year? Let's see. So, do they have a maintenance window this week? Let me see. Oh, and for anybody wondering, because I still have the office hours for GLS open. So here's what Aggie said. I'm going to provide some updates. It'll be a short office hours. Mooncart, we deployed a fix to some physics problems, but it created others. We're trying to get that resolved ASAP. Steakhouse Den, we're close to releasing the white paper and requesting tokens from the DAO as rewards. GLS, we're running into some disputes with the MLSPA. I'm under an NDA, so I can't explain much there. Still determining what that looks like. Priorities are a little in flux pending outcomes of disputes, but fixing Mooncarts, getting Steakhouse Den out, and resolving goal stuff are top of mind. Financial update, things are tight, but looking better as market conditions continue to improve. There's a lot of variables here, but we're trying to keep costs down and make sure we survive the end of crypto winter. And then I don't know why he numbers this, but he says it's not quite the focus for things we're trying to fix. 6, it's been a long 3-year steady decline in crypto. It's hard, exhausting, sales are slow, conditions are shitty. That said, the boys are excellent in both their talent and resolve, and we're trying to do the best we can. Can I promise you unquestionably that we survive? No, I don't have a crystal ball. We are trying to get games fixed, new games bought, and help this place grow under what are still tight and shitty market conditions. But as the little girl in the crow said, it can't rain all the time. And we're building with a bright future in mind. Huh. That's tough, man. Like, it's tough for me to read that because, like, I felt like I was reading a message, like the same kind of message that Aggie would have written a year ago. But we're here in November of 2024 and Bitcoin's flirting with $85,000. There's a lot of hype in the market. This is not the time when I want to get bearish on games or projects that have the potential to not survive, as Aggie kind of put forth there. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at planned maintenance. Oh, there is planned maintenance for tomorrow. Oh, we know what they're putting out. They're putting out the new player experience, free-to-play version. I think they had mentioned that. I have not tested that out. I don't know if you guys have. And then the only other event is the town hall, 6 p.m. Thursday, November 21st. Oh, you know what? The evening ones, I believe, are when Cryptomancer can join, because it's like morning time for him. So if that's the case, hopefully we'll get a land update then. That'll be really nice. That's where we're at. And then for anybody following Prime, there was a huge announcement today as well. The team is essentially locking their tokens for like 10 years. It's like a vesting schedule of like 10% per year, which is somewhat unprecedented for crypto, but it's nice to see. Where is it? Community news. Oh, no, you know, it's probably an Echelon thing. Announcements. Yeah, here's the status. So, you know what's interesting about that is because, like, when you compare it to Splinterlands, the team never took their company or team allocated tokens. They're just kind of sitting there still. Or sorry, part of them were allocated towards what's that called? Tower defense. Although that might be going away soon too. We shall see. Gathering says, shh, I don't mention vouchers. Want to load up again. Yeah, I mean, don't worry. I'm trying to sell you these vouchers. All right. Matthew says, by the way, we can make a case for bringing league caps back? To be honest, I think the team hamstrung itself with this decision. There's really no reason to buy less BCX and play in lower leagues. I don't know, man. I go back and forth with this. I understand what Matt was trying to do. It forced me to buy other cards and level up and play at the higher levels. I would say this, Matthew, and I know you and many others may not like this answer, but I do believe we need to test out this strategy to its logical conclusion and give it the appropriate amount of time, meaning that we should remain with open leagues, no league caps, until at least Q4 of next year. And the reason is because, like, let's see how things operate in the bull run. Maybe people just won't care. If they come in and it's not a big deal and all of a sudden the player base does a 5x or a 10x, this is the new reality for these players. To them, it makes sense. And there's enough people where it's like, you know what? You can buy just like a bronze or silver level deck and you'll play against bronze and silver level players 95% of the time. And that's good enough. And so I think that we can keep the door open on league caps, but I think pushing them back now is premature. We have to wait out to see how the thesis plays out, right? He put forth the thesis that this is the better way to go. We need to give it a full, almost like a full cycle, right? At least give them the opportunity to put out the full vision of getting the new players in that they were hoping to, getting marketing on point, getting the next set out with starter packs and more player friendly things and finishing up new player experience. So again, I'm not going to tie a bow on that and say like, yeah, we're gonna, never come back to it. I think it's something we can put on the shelf and reevaluate. So again, I'm not against it. And I'm certainly not against making the case for bringing it back, but I think making the case now is a little unfair because it doesn't it doesn't include all of the other changes that the team has been trying to work through and emulate. Again, my hope is that we get to a place where there's a lot more players, and I would love to see like a JV league that's like, only bronze and silver or something like that with minimal rewards if people want to play in the lower levels. But yeah, I don't know. Harris is here. Happy Bitcoin Day. I smell a new all-time high before the stream ends. All right. So what's the all-time high now? I mean, we've been hitting some all-time highs every day. I'm gonna refresh this again. 84,357. Oh no, we jinxed it. I think we did cross 800 or 85 because some alert just popped up for me. Oh wow, Coinbase has it at exactly 85,000. That's the new all-time high. And let's see, Robinhood has it as 84,972. MicroStrategy's up to $323. My goodness. What a time. What a time. Exciting stuff nonetheless. All right, Samantha says, I'm open for it. I rent my cards anyway, but my point being, even at lower leagues, there's no actual bronze and silver players. People will just rent the cheapest max level cards to move up. Well, the liquidity bots seem to have been serving that purpose. Again, I haven't played down in those levels. But let's see, you're saying, so anyone I'm trying to remain in those league caps will be at a biggest disadvantage because they will run into the cheapest max summoners and max commons or whatever is cheapest. Okay, I get what you're saying. Maybe we just need more. We need more bots. We need more liquidity bots. Well, we just need more players. Again, I'm not opposed to it. I didn't think that it was necessarily a bad system. I like what Matt's trying to do because I think it allows people to get out of higher leagues or lower leagues relatively easier because the metas are completely different. But like I said earlier, I think it's just a little premature still. All right, hold on. Let me check something here. Make sure we are all good. All right. Yes, sir. So what else shall we take a look at? We're obviously getting down now in Rebellion packs, less than 1 million, less than 950 remaining. It looks like there's been some sales though. Check this. 907 plus 58. We're at 965, 966. So a couple thousand more. Not getting that massive rush, but that is locking up more DEC in the DAO. We're still below 1 billion DEC. So like I said, my target is to get another billion in here, right? So that we hit 2 billion. Assuming we don't, our burns are somewhat minimal. But you look at, let's do it this way. 2 more Legends, Hall of Legends promos. We'll just say those are 200 total, right? 100 a piece, maybe more. And then Heloise, which I know is trending higher than this, but let's just say another 50 million, right? So we are at a point where we're looking at 1.25 billion. So we would need to find another 750 billion somewhere. And that's a lot. Brandon says, what's today's auction card at? Over 1 million? Yeah, so Azarkhan staked his claim relatively early yesterday. I think he just didn't want to mess. This is the highest price that we've seen for it. You can see here, Azarkhan put in 1 million right away as soon as it went live. And a crypto eater went up, then Azarkhan took it. Then SPR Stoner, then Azarkhan came and took it back. Then SPR Stoner. I don't know. I mean, maybe SPR Stoner is going to come in for a last minute snag. But 1.35 million is the all-time high price for Heloise. Housewife was about 3,000 below that. So that's pretty cool. Man, 25-cent SPS. What would that put us at? Hold up. I'm just curious. A 25-cent SPS, assuming we're going to be over like 1.6 billion at that time. I mean, that's going to give us a $400 million market cap. That's wild. Considering where things are at right now with other games. Oof, give me dark mode. There's gaming. So, what's 400 million right now? Well, okay, so take a look at this. Prime is currently less than 400 million. They're only at 330 million. Whoa, shoot, Prime is on the move. 923, let's freaking go. Up 44% this week. Yeah, that's going to do it. Look at that. This thing jumped an entire dollar almost. What else? I guess that's about it. I mean, Ronin's higher than 400 million. But again, if these start going into the billions, can I see SPS getting to the 400 million range? Yeah, of course I can. I just hope we can run a lot more SPS before we get there, because that kind of raises our potential ceiling. I mean, look at this. Illuvium's not even at 400 million. How would we get to 400 million? Sweet, says Brandon. Mine is still the cheapest. You got it at a good time, man. Redx says, I have no buyer's remorse. I'm just seeking the best synergies. By the way, y'all playing my 5-year-old in wild matches with Heloise? I don't know, actually. It's if your 5-year-old is playing, then they're playing against my bot. But let's actually go see some of the battles here. I wonder if I've come across Heloise in the wild. Literally. I doubt it, because there's not that many out there, but... What level are they at? Nah, I'm not seeing one. Still cool, though. Is this a free energy here? Why is it still showing that there's energy? There is. All right, I'm going to play one. Since I didn't get to play last time. Dragon says, please don't tell me I just lost a 5-year-old. Brian says, let's play parallel. You know what? I haven't jumped in there in a minute, but now might be the time. I mean, not this stream. But indeed. Oh my God, why? This is the first match I've played in so long. You know what's funny? I had 6 matches for my Guild Brawl earlier today too. And the first one that came up was Back to Basics. So I just like this. I cannot tell you how much this disgusts me. I'm so close, guys. I'm so close to quitting the game. I cannot wait. I'm this close. Give me one more. Give me one more Back to Basics. One more Back to Basics, and then we'll move on to something else. I'm not even gonna play this because I don't want to. I don't even want to think about it. All right, where are we at? So yes, to answer your question, Matthew Young, definitely still raging at the game. This is what I get. See, this is what I get for trying to play. I just get aggravation. So let me just make my money. I'm going to be the human version of a bot. I'm going to extract all the value, buy all the ice cream in the world, and then I'll be happy. Rift Watcher packs. Oh, damn, those are still low. Somebody was like, oh, Chaos Legion pack prices are going up. I'm like, not really. But this estimated value in the Rebellion packs is interesting. Still means that there's a lot of cards being dumped on the marketplace. Now, this is an interesting metric here that I don't think we talk about much, but you know, SPS market cap, for example, where is it? It's like just under 15 million. But the card market cap is 34 million. It's like 2.5x. And the thing is, this card market cap it's difficult because like obviously cards are inflationary, right? So there will always be new cards. There will always be cards adding a value here. So this number is kind of weird to think about because like the market cap for cards could go up, but that's only because more and more are getting printed every day. And I wonder if this includes Soulbound and the value of Soulbound now that those do have value. So Redx says he's very into the game. We sniped her together. Mint number 3. Oh, that was you. Cool. All right. Hold on, let's go check. I'm gonna keep an eye out for the username then. Where is it? Auction. All right. Auction. Number 3. Oh, Red Viper. Okay. Should have figured. But if we look, so what's interesting is if we look at the bid history, you'll know that there's a lot of people who are interested. I mean, Ghostly BG, shout out to Ghostly BG, has been going as high as $1 million. Crypto Eater's been going, as high as $1 million. Blazo Blaz as high as $1 million. Bugmax went $1 million one time. You got Tide Pod Oreos and Jarvie in like the 800,000 to 900,000 range. And then here, SPR Stoner. So at least for the next couple, we know that people are going to be willing to throw down some big cash for it. Joffrey's here. Can't wait to see what the gun token is worth. Yeah, me neither. When is that launching? Do we know? Oh, I'm going to try and research it here. When is the gun token launching? Gunzilla Games crypto and gun is planned to be released on centralized cryptocurrency at a future date, but no timeline is provided. Gun's testnet has already been launched. According to search results, the gun's mainnet is expected to launch, but no set date. I mean, this stuff is all going to be coming out like once we're in Euphoria. Although, like I said at the beginning of the stream, it feels like we are in a little bit of Euphoria now, doesn't it? But you know what? It's probably not retail mainstream Euphoria. Google Trends. Right? Is that what it is? All right. So let's type in Bitcoin. All right. Interest over time. This is the past day. Let's look at the past 12 months. Okay, so you can see what it was like in March. We're starting to get there. Look at that. Okay, so this is partial data, but we're about to surpass it, which makes sense because we're in the all-time high. But this should be the most. Well, actually, let's do 5 years. Mainly so we can compare it to what it looked like in, May of 2021. There it is. Yeah, May of 2021. And then check this out. Like, where was November of 2021? It did not get as crazy. So this was like peak moment with Elon Musk on SNL. But let's actually do something else interesting here. Let's go back to the start. Wow, check this out. I don't know if you guys were around in 2017, but look at this. 2017 remains the king in terms of Google Trends searches. 2021 just wasn't at the same level. And I wonder if this will be kind of like the same thing where it just continues diminishing a little bit. I wonder if part of that is due to the fact that, like, one thing that I've been seeing and hearing and reading a lot is, we're at a point now where acquiring one Bitcoin is going to be out of the question for most people. I mean, like $85,000 is nuts. So people aren't as interested in it, right? They're not, like, when they hear about it, they just immediately dismiss it because it's like, okay, 2017, you hear about Bitcoin and it's somewhere between like $1,000 and $12,000 or $20,000, right? And it's like, oh, okay, like that's, and we're hearing like this is the future of money, but it's also like tulip mania. But people are hearing, like, I remember back in 2017, people were saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go all the way to 100,000 or something like that. But you fast forward to 2021, and all of a sudden, like, Bitcoin like jumps from the, $8 to $10, $12,000 range, now up to 40s, 50s, 60s. And all of a sudden people are like not paying as much attention because it's like, oh, $60,000. Yeah, no, I'm like, I can't afford a Bitcoin. I'm not going to get into that. And now here we are, where after this bull run, like, I mean, you're pretty much every normie is going to be priced out unless they have so much capital, right? I like finding somebody that's willing, that first of all, has the capital to spend on a full Bitcoin, right? To come in and buy like $85,000 worth of an asset right now. It's probably very few people that have the ability to do that, like the liquid net worth or liquid capital, and then B, actually understanding Bitcoin well enough to want to enter into the space. So I know we're like waiting for retail to come in, but maybe this is why alts have such a huge advantage, is because people come in and they look at this and they're like, well, Bitcoin's at 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. Like, I'm not going to buy that because it's not going to go up anymore. Well, they don't realize it's going to, the base case for Michael Saylor is like $13 million. But they'll look at Dogecoin or Dogecoin. It's like, oh, 30 cents. What if that gets to, $100,000 one day? Oh, you know what else we should have looked at? I exit out of there too fast. Let's go to Google Trends again. I wanted to look up crypto gaming as well. And maybe play to earn. Your search doesn't have enough data to show here. Okay, really? How about play to earn? Let's do past 5 years. So when is this? Yeah, January 2022. That sounds about right. Right when the bull run was ending. But it's surprising that, okay, so this starts taking off in summer of 2021 when we have our Axie Infinity moment. Peaks out at the beginning of January 2022. Oh, is this just US? Oh, I wanted worldwide. Yeah, there's a lot of room to grow there. Let's look crypto gaming now, see if we can get something. That's low too. And then Bitcoin. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Let's see, where's Bitcoin at right now? 84.7. Okay. Gathering said, if I had 1 million DEC, I would just buy out the Rebellion market. That would be a bad idea. Boom me, what's going on? Good to see you here. So, what's the game plan? What else are we looking at here? Any movement on Splinterlands tokens? No, not much. It's I think it's still Bitcoin's time. So I remember this, and I'm following a lot of like analysts who are looking back historically at what happened in 2020. But it's like alt BTC pairs essentially were rejected in December, and then they didn't really start to take off until January. Like, we're going up with Bitcoin now, but I can see, alts, like if Bitcoin continues doing this, there's a lot of interest from nation states to financial institutions to corporations and obviously to retail that may go heavy into that first. even if it means potentially selling off on the other sides. And then we go crazy in January. Again, that's kind of what happened in 2020. I can see that happening again potentially, but we'll have to wait and see. If that ends up being the case, then we probably don't see too much movement. Unless of course, you have an internal catalyst with Splinterlands, which is what we were talking about earlier. And sadly, we don't think that will be the case. Nothing major is like announced to launch this year. Land, Glamour, California, all coming next week. Semler and Master on Fire. What's Semler? But yeah, MicroStrategy's. I'm very happy with MicroStrategy. I'll just say that. Wilson says, just finished a design, got to that flow state where you finish work. That could take longer time than just 2 hours. I mean, you could just keep going then, man. Don't want to mess with flow state. The suit's going to learn about what real scarcity is. Let's hope so. Yo, Tails is here. Prime seems to be moving in the right direction. That's always a great sign. Yeah, I'm showing $9 here. Hold on, let me go into 938. Oh, Bitcoin's at 84.9. Oh man, these are exciting times. I hope they last for at least another 6 or so months. Boom me says Solana and SWE pumping. Matthew, you were just asking me about SWE yesterday, right? Solana's up as well. Yeah, 218. Good stuff. And we're just starting too. That's the exciting thing. I know, but I'm happy with the work sent it to the client. Nice, man. Well done. Look at you getting that stuff done. I'm gonna need to do a work session later. Get some other things in the cooking in the kitchen, we'll say. All right. Well, we've been on for an hour, so I'm probably gonna hop off now. Hopefully we get back to 85, and by the time I come back here, probably tomorrow or even higher. From a Splinterland standpoint, there is a maintenance tomorrow, so we'll see how that potentially goes. But yeah, for the most part, guys, I think we're heading in the right direction. Lots of really exciting stuff. I know, I'm happy you came in late. Yeah, I've been on for just over an hour at this point. And I wish I could stay longer, but I just have a ton of stuff I'm trying to wrap up. And it's Monday. I'm trying to start my week off the right way. And so far it's been a little frustrating. It's like technically a holiday here in the US or like Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to folks. But I didn't realize that a lot more things than I was expecting were going to be closed today. So it is what it is. But that's all I got, guys. I'll catch you all hopefully tomorrow, and I'll try to get some more content popping out later today. Have an amazing rest of your day, night, whatever time it is. And let's go Bitcoin. 85K once again. Peace.